Secular tradition often frames death as a blackout or an immediate transition to paradise. Islamic eschatology, however, describes a descent into a hyper-conscious, multi-layered realm. The word Barzakh translates to barrier. It functions as a metaphysical isthmus separating our temporal world, dunya, from the eternal realm of akhirah. Here, the soul permanently decouples from its physical shell, inhabiting an imaginal body capable of vivid perception. These mechanics are fixed. They operate according to unalterable laws established in foundational Islamic scripture, governing the soul's transition with the precision of physics. Every earthly deed serves as a direct architectural blueprint for the soul's environment. Your current actions are literally building the physical reality of your upcoming residence. This transition initiates the moment the physical burial concludes and the deceased is left alone in the earth. Approaching the grain as an unconscious sleep leads to a profound cognitive shock. The soul descends immediately into a reality it may have spent a lifetime ignoring. The descent begins with acute awareness. From the bottom of the grave, the soul hears the fading footsteps of family members moving back toward the surface. Earthly deeds manifest as immediate companions. A righteous life creates a fragrant, peaceful presence, while a life of transgression takes form as a putrid, inescapable entity. Two massive inquisitors, Munkar and Nakir, descend to begin the audit. Their presence causes the very earth within the grave to tremble. The questioning focuses on three foundational pillars: the identity of one's Lord, their religion, and their prophet. Relying on nominal faith proves impossible here. Those who only spoke of belief without living it find their tongues frozen, unable to produce the truth in the face of the audit. The outcome of this audit triggers an immediate physical shift in the grave structure. A successful audit expands the walls until they vanish into the horizon. A failed interrogation causes the earth to collapse inward, crushing the chest until the ribs physically interlock. Earthly transgressions dictate precise physical consequences. Neglecting prayers causes cyclical head trauma from a massive rock. Spreading disinformation translates to facial mutilation with iron hooks. Adultery leads to confinement inside a fiery clay oven. The system views riba, usury and exploitative economic interest, as a particularly severe transgression. Consuming riba forces the soul to swim in a river of blood, while stones are hurled into its mouth. These experiences serve as localized previews of eternity. They remain locked in place until the eventual day of judgment. Indulging in temporary earthly convenience or exploitation directly purchases a reality of intense, cyclical physical trauma. Temporal mechanics warp entirely during the waiting phase. Seconds and centuries are no longer measured by the rising sun. For the righteous, a period of 800 years passes with the ease of a brief afternoon nap. For the punished, it becomes an agonizing, endless epoch. This intermediate phase concludes with the resurrection, an abrupt, apocalyptic termination of the Barzakh state. The angel Israfil blows the trumpet, sending a concussive sound wave through every grave and forcing the ground to surrender the dead. The resurrection signifies the end of the preview. The comforts or terrors of the grave are about to become permanent. The Barzakh economy is final. Once the barrier is crossed, the earthly portfolio can no longer be edited or improved. Success requires a strategic mindset, prioritizing eternal stability over immediate gratification. Daily prayer and honesty are foundational investments, providing the capital to physically expand the grave. But those living on theological credit, skipping prayers or utilizing usury, experience a severe negative plunge in their post-mortem reality. Islamic theology provides a specific mechanism for generating passive income after death. Ongoing charity, the dissemination of beneficial knowledge, or the prayers of righteous children continue to yield dividends, brightening and expanding the grave even after the soul has left the world. Optimizing for the next world requires divesting from temporary earthly comforts today. True security is built before the soul becomes powerless in the earth.